Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well today. Asuna, congrats on Clay first. Andre, thank you for collecting your daily Void Shard. Hope you're all doing well today. Asuna, appreciate the lurk. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, um, but everybody, I'm pretty sure you saw my updates on my socials, and if not, I'll just go ahead and say I was gonna stream on Monday, but I forgot that I agreed to help my family with yard work, and and because my mother's in the Philippines and my dad has a condition in his face that uh basically his nerves go on overdrive and it's really painful at the slightest vibration, or at the slightest vibration or breeze hits his face and his face will just flare up. So unfortunately he can't, so unfortunately as much as he wants to, he can't do the yard work himself. So I agreed to come by and help him out. But I realized it was going to go longer than I initially anticipated because there were leaves to pick up too. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to take the evening to rest. Let's see, but to make it up to you all for missing Monday's stream, I'm going to be switching Thursday's stream to Honkai Star Rails since we didn't get to play it on Monday. And don't worry, I will still have a open lobby Monster Hunter stream another day. But yeah, my family needed the help, so hence why I decided to go over, and hence why I decided to rest after I return home, because I just know for a fact that if I try to stream in my state afterwards, I'm just gonna be dragging along. Oh, and just out of curiosity, if anybody in chat celebrates Easter, which I know not everybody does, but if you do, are you doing anything special for that day? I'm just gonna be meeting with my family for dinner. Like, my dad's gonna be making some chicken kebabs, so I'm just gonna uh make some fried rice at the place. At their place, I should say. And then there's this couple that I'm friends with that we're most likely gonna have dinner with them. And we'll of course say hi to my mom for a bit, because for those who haven't heard, my mom is currently in the Philippines visiting her side of the family. And don't worry, she's safe. But funny thing, um, I was, but funny thing, I got a picture from her yesterday, and she had a tosilog, which is a Filipino dish with like sweet and savory meat, and it's served over rice, of course. And originally the dish is called tocino, but if you add a fried egg on top of it, it becomes tosilog, off the Filipino word iklog for egg. But yeah, it can be had for lunch or dinner. Like, if you haven't had tocino, I highly recommend it. And honestly, because I know some people are gonna ask me like, "Hey, how come you didn't go to the Philippines with her?" And the thing is, I would have loved to, but I have very, and I mean very, limited PTO at my job. And she was planning to spend a month in the Philippines, which I almost never have enough PTO to just go do an entire month for a trip. So yeah, as much as I would like to, I couldn't this time around. Sometime in the future, though, I would like to see my family in the Philippines again, but that's not going to be for a while. But yeah, everybody. So as you saw on my socials, and also, and as you can probably tell from the title, we're gonna be playing Star Rail today. But yeah, we've been having to put off the 3.2 story, but we're gonna be playing that today. And also, you can also probably see from the title, we got Castorice. She's already fully built, and she is doing a crap load of damage. And honestly, she is relatively easy to build because for best results, you want to use this. You want to use the kit that you want to use the relic set where you build her speed low. And she's like, I think she might be the first character that I hit over 14 million with. But everybody, before we do get into Honkai Star Rail, we do of course have a daily dose of internet to watch. I was gonna watch it on Monday, but again, I had to cancel so that I could have the chance to rest. But it's okay. We'll watch it today. And also, everybody, I wanted to get everybody's opinion, and I'll probably ask later on in the stream as more people come in. But I think I might do away with a question of the week, mostly because I have trouble figuring out questions. But also, it doesn't seem like it's been getting a lot of engagement, which I totally get that. But I don't want to trouble myself. I don't want to trouble myself with question of the week if people aren't answering, if that makes sense. And that's nothing against you all. Because again, not everybody likes. Because again, maybe it's not for everybody to. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. It's something I've been thinking about, and I might also post to Discord like, hey, I'm thinking of doing away with question of the week. What do you guys think? And I know it's my stream, it's my decision. But I really like asking the opinions of my community before proceeding with something, you know? Oh, and just out of curiosity, everybody, how's the weather where everybody is? Because not gonna lie, everybody. It's been getting warm, but we're still getting some chilly weather, which I'm ready for the chilly weather to take a hike. Like, hey, it's like, hey, come on, it's supposed to be spring. Come on, where's the warm weather? Come on, let's go. Oh, and a little update. A little update, everybody. I said that my next big event is Otakon 2016, and it still is. Oh, no, 2016, 2025. Why did I say 2016? Like, what the heck, Kurai? And my next event is going to be Otakon 2016. Wow, why did I say that again? 2025. Brain, please. My next big event is going to be Otakon 2025, but I might, emphasis on might, go to Tidewater Comic-Con, you know, just to bridge the gap with some smaller events, you know? But yeah, I'm not sure yet though, because the guest list as of right now is well, there's only one person that I know of on there, only one voice actor, and it's not someone I'm like, ooh, gotta meet, you know. But it is a bit early, so they might release more guests as time goes on. So who knows? Maybe we'll see it. I mean, maybe we'll see the guest that is where I'm like, ooh, I gotta meet them because I. Sorry, I'm just taking care of something off screen real quick, and then I'll probably pull up the Tidewater Comic Con page so I can so we can take a look if there's any more guests. Because right now there's only one voice actor I recognize by name, and then the rest of the guests are like comic book artists. Which, hey, comic book artists are cool, but they're not like my priority list to meet or whatnot. I love this song. Let's see. Let's see. And hi, Liv. How are you? Oh, Liv, I am so sorry. I just saw your message, but I didn't get the chance to respond because I was busy taking care of stuff off cam. Oh,
time to say bye.
But yeah, to answer your question though, I'm not sure when the Wuthering Waves live stream is. I would think it would be Friday, but I don't know for certain. I'm good, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. But everybody, if you aren't already, please go check out Liv Snowflake. Liv is an awesome friend of mine who plays a lot of the same gacha games that we do. But I know Liv is also a big fan of games like Baldur's Gate 3. And thank you for the help again. Oh, of course. And yeah, no problem. I know Mix Up can be a bit tricky to navigate, but once you learn the ins and outs of it, it's worth it. And I hope the cloud version is any good. I hope the cloud version is good when they eventually release it, because it would be nice to have all those commands at my disposal without having to open up an extra program every single time I get my stream set up. Okay, in case anybody was wondering, I was taking care of Unknowable Domain Simulated Universe off cam because I started it like at 45 thinking I could have enough time, but then time was to start stream was getting close. I was like, oh dear. I had another one to test today. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing it. But yeah, Liv, if you're available Saturday for like a voice call, if you're, oh, the reaction from Harmas when he turns into a bamboo. Oh, I remember that. That was during, why is her name escaping me? It was during that story quest. I forget who it was. Yanagi. Wow. Why was I forgetting her name? That was during Yanagi's story quest, wasn't it? I remember that so well. And he kept saying "nah" at the end of every sentence. Anyway, everybody, let me pull up the Tidewater Comic Con page, see if any guests have been added. I doubt it because it was only a couple weeks since I last looked at it, but we'll see. And oh, actually, a lot got added. Wait, hang on. Let me make sure that this is the. Let me make sure that this is the correct. That this is the correct listing, because there was one time I was looking at the guests, I'm like, oh, they're gonna be there again, until I realized I was looking at last year's list. I'm gonna pull probably next day for Shorekeeper again, trying to get her S1 or S2. Oh, so because it's apparently better than her weapon. I see. I mean, I went ahead and got her weapon just so I could meet the energy recharge requirements or recommendations, but I don't know. I need to look at her resonance chains again. Okay, so the only one that I recognize by name, the only one I recognize by the only ones I recognize by name are Alan Tudyk, who did a lot of voices, and then Ron Perlman. Other than that, I don't recognize a whole lot from Tidewater Comic Con right now. I can't talk today. Words are hard. Like, I don't know. I'll still go to the convention, but I'm doubting I'll actually meet anybody this time around. I mean, I didn't meet anybody I didn't meet anybody at Superstar Anime either. Maybe there are Baldur's Gate 3 voice actors too. It's not looking like it. Also, we haven't looked at the Otakon guest list in a while. Let's see. Okay, so far this is the only guest that so far this is the only guest that Otakon has listed, and I don't recognize them at all. But we are 4 months out. Otakon is not till August, so they have time to prepare and see who they want to get on there. If you ever see Mitara's voice actor, please give me an autograph. We'll do. Um, let's see. I need to see their name. Sorry, I'm just looking them up real quick because I'm curious as to what other roles they did. I mean, Emma Gregory. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if they did any other roles that I might recognize. Huh. Actually, no. There isn't any other voice roles that I recognize her from. Like Mintara is the only role that I recognize that I recognize. But anyway, everybody, let me go ahead and get the new Daily Dose of Internet up, see what's going on in the internet recently. Okay, the newest one that they uploaded was the one from 2 days ago, so that's perfect. So we'll go ahead and watch that, and then we'll get into the story of Star Wars 3.2. Hang on. Oh, son of a! I clicked the wrong one. And let me go ahead and pause that, and because that's going to clash. And browser audio. I got to make sure that I'm on the correct window. And let's watch. Uh, yeah. Make sure you check it before you. Okay, that was lucky. That could have been a whole lot worse. Oh, saved. I'm sorry. How do you fall into the X-ray machine? Uh, is that a pesticide sprayer? Oh, I didn't even realize that it was wearing sunglasses at first. What? You cannot make this up. Okay, that's pretty funny. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, oops indeed. Whoa. Okay, that's good. That car is totaled though. Oh. Yep, you have to accept your fate at that point. It's like when a cat decides to fall asleep on your lap. You just accept your fate. Okay, how does that happen? That is gorgeous. Oh, you may be wondering why I brought you here today. Oh, they're snoring. Oh no. Somebody is getting fired. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that truck driver got fired though. Well, the bad news is you got hit. The good news is it's a boy. Or we know it's a boy. That dog cannot contain himself. What timing? Oh! Cats are funny sometimes, dude. Yeah, I'd say very freaking lucky. Nice. Oh. Oh, that poor baby, though. Oh, let me guess. Using the window as a mirror. Sometimes Sometimes it can be believable that cats are a liquid. there we, but yeah, there we go. There we go. But anyway, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and get into Star Rail, and we are doing the 3.2 story today. So if you don't want spoilers, I totally understand if you need to lurk. But let's go. All right, skip the start. We don't need the story recap. Oh wait, I forgot. I've got rewards at the Clocky statue because I was doing quests earlier. Oh, okay. It froze for a second. I was wondering what was going on there.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here?
Time don't waste money, buddy! Remember to bring more next time!
I mean, to be honest, there was probably no point, but I really didn't want that to, Okay. Yes, teleport me nearby, please. Had to pop my back. That felt good. Also live. I didn't give you one of these yet, so. Also, I know your auto shout out went off, but let me give you a proper shout out as well.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer? More and more species.
Yeah, of course, Liv. You deserve all the head pats. Trivios' memory has unveiled the very first prophecy. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. If I take Ornyx's trial, will the prophecy come to pass for me as well? Regardless, I must give Aglaya an answer. Some time ago.
Ah, it's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary. Knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks. Anything but my actual studies.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself, correct?
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest, those two courses were the students' greatest nightmares.
Also, I haven't done my trick-or-treat or checked my levels yet. Let me see what I get today.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Hey, I got a treat. Let's go. Also, 23% say so. 48% down bad. There we go.
The history of mythology, taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas.
Oops. I forgot to move the forgot to move my Discord aside.
May I ask, Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the Flame Chase journey. Our positions have been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
A Dromus draped in finery?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas.
Oops. Well then.
Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve.
Hey, so during our next break, everybody, I need to show you all a label that's up for pre-order on GamerSupps apparently, because, well, if I had to see it, you have to see it.
Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos
which
heir,
one?
he refuses
It's,
to heed the
it's
prophecy,
banana.
while he disrespects the gods.
You know what? Let me go ahead and see if I can pull it up. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget later. Ah, there it is. The very first result. Yeah, it's completely banana. But yeah, look at this, everybody. No, this isn't Photoshop or fixed in some way, shape, or form. This is actually what the label looks like. Cursed? Yeah. Yeah, I don't care how good it is. I can't get past that label right there. And then, of course, another one that's kind of cursed is Bowberry, where Bow is looking kind of pregante. And then I don't know this streamer, but I do like this label. Let's see. Wait, what does that one taste like? Tangy lime. I might have to get that one because I love lime. We're getting distracted. Let's continue.
The gods have chosen him.
But yeah, sorry to subject your eyes to that, everybody, but if I had to see it, you have to see it. Oh, and I think I already told you about this, Liv, but at GalaxyCon, there was an After Dark vendor that sold, you know, those kind of prints and such. I have a feeling that if you knew half the prints half the prints I saw were there, you probably would have begged me to get you some. Because I'm pretty sure I saw Asterion among the prints there, as well as a few other characters there.
He was indeed chosen by Circes. Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than idle chatter.
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him.
In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take extreme measures.
Oops, I forgot to post on Instagram that I'm live. I need to fix that.
Just as I feared.
The Flame Chase journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Still, I can't help but hope for another possibility. Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
There we go.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time. But now, let's greet our guest. You're here. Does this mean you're ready to take on Orynyx's trial?
We are ready. Mem and me.
It seems that this sacred beast is just as indispensable, given their intricate ties to the Titan.
Memmy mem, memmy mem mem, mem mem, memmy mem, memmy mem.
Surrendering the core flame is a Chrysos heir's duty.
Memmy mem.
Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated.
Oh, and real quick, everybody, we're not going to be voting for Waifu of the Week today because there was a tie last week. So the Waifu of the Week for this week is Trigger from Zenless Zone Zero.
However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphoreus, all on your own. From that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again, until the end of Genesis.
Are you trying to talk me out of
On
it?
the contrary, you are the only one who qualifies to attain divinity. Yet, for that very reason, I do not wish to pressure you.
Is there a
It's
plan B?
exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysos heir. If this path proves unattainable, I am willing to lower my expectations. There are still many priests of Yanissopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll try to find someone worthy among them.
If I do not descend into hell, who will?
Mem worry. Memmy, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem. Mem, memmy, mem. Mem, memmy, mem, mem, mem. Hero. Memmy, mem, mem. Mem, 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 mem. Memmy, mem, 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 mem. Mem, mem, memmy, mem, mem.
I swear, take a shot every time you hear the word mem.
Mem, memmy, mem, 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 mem. Mem, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, 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 mem.
It looks like you know that Titan rather well.
Memmy, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, 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 mem. Mem, memmy, mem, 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 memmy, mem, mem, mem.
Memories that exist outside of your own experiences.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the Abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
I trust you all to make the right call.
Since you've made your decision, go back to the bath chamber and get some rest. Trinem will call for you when the ceremony is ready. It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. Time and again, you have risen to the occasion for Akima. Nearly rewarding you with some honeydew is no longer able to express the extent of our gratitude. When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long chat regarding your return journey and the curse of the sky. It's about time that we lift the taboo and discuss things openly.
Before leaving, I should go and say hi to Castorice.
Miss, may everything go well for you and Mem.
You need a glide for something too?
It's nothing. I only came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaya. Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Trianne had gifted to me. Tracing back, this anthology was something left for Lady Trianne by a bard before their passing. Although personal properties should be cleared out once their owner has passed on, Lady Trianne gave this book to me since she knew how much I like to read.
Can you tell me more about the book?
It just contains an allegory. In a faraway land, in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the black tide descended one day, swooping upon the city like death itself. It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. After taking down the evil dragon, the warriors discovered that the princess's life had already met its end. Overwhelmed by grief, the queen hired an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood. However, having lost memories of her previous life, the resurrected princess turned into an evil dragon herself and wreaked havoc on the city. As a result, the prosperous Styxia met its demise.
What a dark story.
Mem, memmy, mem, 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 memmy, mem.
The author of this book is Archepia, a wandering bard who traveled to many cities. Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts. She even clearly underlined and took notes in books that covered myths with her elegant handwriting. While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Archepia. It felt just like I was traveling with someone that I'd never met before. It was as if she had yet to pass on and was still alive.
No one goes through life without leaving their mark behind.
That's right. Writing, drawing, and taking photographs. It seems like human nature to try and leave records of things. Speaking of taking photographs, when I was helping you to take the photo previously, I did not look through the photos in your photo stone out of courtesy. But I'm also very curious about the story of the Rosy Celestial Maiden. Despite having visited many cities in Amphoreus, I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. If there is an opportunity... forget it. Let's talk about this in the future. For now, I only hope that you'll be able to complete the trial safely and obtain Orynyx's blessing.
I don't think there's anything else to do here. Time to go back and talk to Dot Hung. Okay, everybody, I actually need to get up and use the restroom, so I'm gonna get up and let this ad break run, and then we'll continue the story when we get back. Alright, welcome back from Rats, everybody. Anyway, let's continue on. Alright, we gotta go back to the, Oh, Liv, thank you for doing a daily void shard. Also, Liv. Oh, yep, husband of the week is Lloyd from Spy Family. I don't have my head. Spy Family. Yep, there she is. Also, boop. Ah, the little Bang Boo emote. It's so cute. You finished the Jane Doe chibi today? Cute! Citizens Assembly?
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know.
More good news?
Good news? I wouldn't call it that.
Do you remember the Council of Elders that was on our heels previously? It seems like they made their move.
Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphoreus, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years.
Smash? Smash? Like, there we go. So, I'm just gonna, there we go. Yeah, you're getting thirsty.
This is the most important social event of Akima. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey.
Oh my goodness. Yep, that's Tartaglia. Tell me more about this.
Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaia should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue.
And oh hey, I just remembered there's a cosplay that I sent to a friend of mine a while ago that I'm not sure if I sent you or if you saw. So I'm just gonna send it to your DMs right about now. It sounds like the sort of system to balance the heroes and the mortals.
That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders. They view the Citizens'
I thought you'd
Assembly
like
as
that.
a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs, and hope to take complete control over the Flame Chase journey. We can refer to them as the Opposition. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the Opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaia that the Flame Chase journey has been able to continue to this day. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner, but this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation.
Is it Mem?
Me?
An interesting train of thought, but the Council of Elders is another target in mind.
I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa. Aglaia will surely take back Circe's core flame, but with Anaxa's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. He has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the Opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time...
You suspect that he might betray the Flame Chase journey and defect toward the Council of Elders.
Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Akima. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another.
I have a better understanding of the full picture now. Is there anything that we can do?
As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way in which you can help is for you to know what I am fighting for.
I understand. Thank you for being honest with us. Things are piling up again. Kurai and Mem are tied up with Ornyx's trial while I'm preparing to visit the Grove to uncover clues about the world beyond the sky. Let's just take things one step at a time.
Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Ornyx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss. Go and rest and regain your strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days. Oh, right. You can read this scroll if you want to find out more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens' Assembly.
I ain't reading all that.
Mem nervous.
Don't worry, everything will be fine. Let's just hope everything goes well. After all, as someone who has earned the gaze of an Aeon, he should be able to overcome the trial of a regional god just fine. We've also unknowingly gotten used to sleeping with the midday sun shining brightly above our heads. Get some rest, Kurai. Perhaps the new phase of our trailblazing expedition of Amphoreus is about to begin. Let's get ready for the trial. A few days later at the Vortex of Genesis.
Esteemed one, Ornyx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphoreus, please, step forward.
Wait, what's that face for, Liv?
Little Gray and Mem, thank you.
So you didn't saw Aura for a while. I hope she's good. Yeah, I believe she's doing all right. She's just handling she's just handling some stuff behind the scenes, from what I understand. But I see her around every now and then. I check up on her occasionally.
Your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May carefully light your path forward.
Oh, I didn't mention this earlier, but I think for Otakon this year, I am going to sign up for karaoke this time around. And I will sing Baka Bitai. And I'll probably post that to the Discord or something.
Get ready to assume Ornyx's divinity, Trailblazer.
I feel like a lot of people stopped
The
streaming this in
divine
general from
position
like the
of
time 2-3
Ornyx
years
has
ago.
already been vacant for some time.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I knew who I knew very well on the streaming platform that hasn't been online in a while. And you know, IRL stuff happens, and the world is opening up again. So I can't say I'm surprised, but at the same time, it is sad to not see them again.
We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates.
Let's begin.
The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great veil of Evernight, Ornyx.
But sometimes also people come back in, which is nice. Yeah, and that's always a nice surprise. Oh, talking about streaming though, I heard the news about Gura, and I'm happy that she's doing what she wants to do, but at the same time, it's sad to see her go.
It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysosairs. A traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles.
But yeah, it is sad to see her go, but it's good to see that she's taking care of herself. As far as her content goes, as I like to say, don't be sad that it's done. Be happy that it happened.
Who? Mem. Both of you, please, come forward.
Yeah, I saw Callie's reaction to the graduation announcement, and she was on the verge of tears.
Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
I don't think I have gold blood.
These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus. And surrender the core flame.
That can submit the core flame, and complete your objective.
Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
Wait for my return, my friends.
The last time I heard this, things didn't turn out that well.
Don't worry, Aglaya. She's tougher than I am, right?
Mem. Traveler from beyond the sky. Let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although she loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, her determination is as strong as the Chrysos heirs. She will definitely succeed.
I'm glad that's how you know me.
While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Speak. I'm listening.
Slap. Wake up.
Did she just say slap?
How is it? How do you feel?
She's speaking in full sentences now. Has the trial begun?
That's right. Look. I don't know what happened, but I'm able to talk. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I have such a cute voice. It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations. Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Mother. Mother. It hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to an end?
Oryx. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
Right.
Memories. Broken.
Poor Oryx.
Mother. Where? You. It's you. I remember you. Skyfather has gazed upon you. Mother is calling for you.
There must be a glitch in the Kurai command. Moving on. Does Skyfather refer to Fuli? I really wish my neighbor would stop slamming his door. Everybody, I don't know who it is, but I've got a neighbor somewhere upstairs that keeps slamming the door every time he leaves. It's really annoying.
Skyfather has chosen you.
Who is your mother? A majestic voice pierces through the golden mist, reaching the unseen mountain walls in the distance, reflecting and returning to your ears as an echo. Within the echo, you seemingly could make out the cry of a baby. Yeah, and I would bring... And part of me wants to make a complaint to my apartment staff, but what am I gonna say? Somebody above me is slamming the door every time he leaves, and I don't know who it is? Like, because realistically, what could I do about that?
Mother is no longer responding.
We've come to you because of something important.
Something important. An important matter.
Oryx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphoreus. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Oryx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
Leave it to us, Titan.
You have potential, strength, willpower, powerful, and tenacious. But you lack something. Just one thing.
Lacking something. What is it?
Always. is a future.
I don't have a future?
Future?
Traveler from the sky. You should have dissipated already.
Yet here I am.
The gaze from Sky Father. Stabilize your form. Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away. Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
What? How is that possible?
Do you mean that I'm already dead?
The space is collapsing. Someone must inherit the authority of time. If the pillar is lost, the laws of time will collapse. Amphoreus will succumb to eternal disorder.
What about the trial?
Time never compromises, never bears grudges, never forgives, never makes a choice. Child of humanity, Titans, Mother, Sky Father. Time restrains everything that exists in this world.
Hi, suspect. How are you?
Orynyx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end?
Pathstrider of remembrance, my strength, I shall entrust it to you. The fate of the world, if you wish to, save it. Go and find your future that has been stolen. Even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Before the passing of 15 entry hours, go forth and reclaim your future. This is the true trial of time. You're finally awake. I'll keep it simple. You succeeded. Orynyx has entrusted you with their divinity. Now you're no different from a demigod of Amphoreus. However, Mem has told me what happened during the trial. They are still explaining things to the others and told me to bring you back to your room to rest first. The Titan must be joking, right? There's something that I've never told you. When we landed on Amphoreus, our car was pierced by Nikodor's lance, remember? Back in the roads of the Abyss, this is what I said. You passed out when our car got hit. I blacked out too, but not before dragging you out. It's a good thing we were in the car, or we would have been crushed to pieces. Actually, my account kind of made light of the situation. What happened was much more complicated. You were severely injured back then, with several wounds still bleeding profusely. I struggled to carry you out and used the last of my strength to stem the bleeding. But then, I was also hit by a falling rock and lost my consciousness. Last time I checked, you still weren't breathing. But when I regained consciousness, I saw that you were alive and full of energy, so I never brought this up again. So, how exactly did I come back to life? I'm not sure whether Giza fully has anything to do with this matter, but according to the Titan, you are living in the form of a memory right now, just like those objects of the past and the miracles of Ornyx. Perhaps Mem is the anchor rope that ties you to the present. I had assumed they couldn't stray too far from you, but the truth might be the exact opposite. What should we do next? It's not time for us to despair yet. There must be a way to save you. Ornyx mentioned finding your stolen future and cheating death. Considering Mighty's indestructible body, it seems to suggest that there is some kind of miraculous power in Amphoreus that can even reverse death. The key seems to lie with the Hand of Shadow, whose whereabouts are unknown.
Hey, are you alright? I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her.
Let's do that then, Kurai.
Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosairs already know everything that has happened to you. I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
Oh, but yeah, everybody, as you can see, I have Castorice and I've got her light cone. Hi, Kit Kat. How are you? Okay, so let me give a shout out to Kit Kat. But yeah, 9.3 KHP. Crit stats leave much to be desired. But it's decent for what I've got going on. I need a better chess piece though. I mean, heck, I need better pieces overall. Oops, not what I wanted. But yeah, Suspect, how are you doing?
Miss, I'm right here.
You hear soft steps coming closer, one step at a time.
Please stay there and slowly turn around.
For some reason, you feel you have seen this scene before. You want to turn your head, but you glimpse a dash of purple brushing your face. Then, a chill seeps through your skin, spreading into your veins. Your heartbeat begins to slow. Remember the near... At this moment, I just want to close my eyes. Aside from your vision, your senses grow more acute. You feel the presence of a purple sea. And then...
Please pardon me.
A subtle fragrance of an unnamed flower fills your senses. Its sweetness making you forget the need to breathe. You realize you are still alive. No, to be more precise, your death was not thorough. The coldness of initial touch dispersed as quickly as it came, and replacing it is a touch of fingertips, a tremble born of trepidation, and that originated from a certain lanky arm. Her quivering finger brushed against your cheek, causing a faint tickle.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything.
Am I really dead?
Back at the Grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I thought that it might have been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. Never did I expect that this would be the true reason. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier. Miss, if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I hope that you can forgive me. I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Cass, did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities. But, Miss, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly. Perhaps the result might be different this time.
There's no harm in trying
I
again.
have never touched the living in this way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me.
Castorice once again places her palm on your face. Her shiver is somewhat calm this time. Did you discover something?
I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape. But perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away. Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance. Ah. The connection has been severed. With my strength, I'm not able to trace it. It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, miss. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon. I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on. Amphoreus needs you.
I'll do my best.
Lady Aglaia and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although,
You've been pranked!
I don't actually know whether
you
your
got
current
pranked,
situation
no.
can be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period.
Oh no, that's a lie. You're way more kawaii than that.
More and more species are
Today's apparently not my day. I think you are ultra kawaii. Like 110% kawaii. Hang on, let me see what mine is at. Chat, haven't I told you all lately that you're amazing? Aw, so cute. Oh, excuse me. Let's see, how many Stellar Jades do I have right now? Okay, I actually have a lot more than I thought I did. That puts me at 52 wishes. I'm probably gonna have a lot by the time Cipher's banner comes around. Wait, suspect, why are you blushing?
They're here.
That partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
So, the entire world knows about this now.
I beg you, please forgive me.
You've completed the trial of time. And I have to admit that the process went better than I expected.
Zen!
Even in the
Hi
end,
Zen, how you
that
doing, buddy?
Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind.
It's yapping time! Hi Zen, how are you? And everybody, please go check out Zen. Zen is a... Let's see, Zen is a VTuber who owns his own cafe, and he plays a lot of fighting games, action games, and here and there's for me, but occasional horror games. Gender is not the same as sex. Gender is what you identify as, while sex is all happening with... My goodness. That took a turn. Hi, Sugar. How are you today? Silent Hill 2? What's Silent Hill 2? Oh, it's okay, Zen. Here. Come here. I said what I said. Oh, thank you for that. That was unexpected, but oh, right. Sorry, Zen. It's actually these that you want, right? Yeah. Oh, I remember now. It's actually these. Oh, so I'm not gonna put it in the schedule for next week, but I think after next week, I will work into my schedule Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I've been really looking forward to trying that game out.
However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
That's what we have been talking about. Ugh, Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body?
Monarch.
If there were even
Wait,
any
how you doing,
minor
Sugar? How'd you find my
breakthroughs,
channel,
we
if you
wouldn't
don't
be
mind
as
me asking?
clueless as we are right now.
Thank you for that little bit of riz there.
Many have had this idea, but so far there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cipher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her.
Cipher?
I'll try and get her to return to Akima, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphoreus, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all.
Thank you for your
It
help.
is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time. But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart. It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
Oh dear.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I of the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
Let's see. How are we doing on time? Okay, we still got some time before I gotta run another ad break. Not long ago.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog.
What sucks is that I played Fake Grand Order and like Kindness there. Kindness?
The crowd of travelers leaves.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphoreus are we?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Hand of Shadow.
Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Not Netherrealm.
NetherRealm Studios? Let me stop.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you. Me. Listen.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides.
Sorry, I had to pop my neck.
The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it, deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the Void World. A voice, about to recount something.
The voice says,
Child of humanity, is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency? Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
Seems fine and suspicious if we're right.
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly. Do you not care about what might happen to him?
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
Oh, hey, we got enough Stellar Jades for another pull. I'm probably gonna have 60 by the time we're done with this week.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord. It's been a while. Lord Anaxagoras. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima, and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls. Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaia is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar, if necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threads, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow? Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Let's see. Sorry, I have to do this real quick. There you go.
An intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Skyfather as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphoreus are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
Oops.
Please, Professor.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the Grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Okay, I was waiting for any moments that I could get. We have less than 2 minutes until an outbreak, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this outbreak run, and then we'll be back once the outbreak is over. All right, welcome back, everybody. Again, so sorry for ads in the middle of the stream, but I am trying to prevent pre-rolls for newcomers. So, I have to play the ads. If I could, I just wouldn't. But sadly, I don't have that option.
I want to make something with it. But what to make?
Okay, lag.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Looks like my presence here is quite unwelcome.
I wonder why. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, there we go. Let's see, I wonder how many, 16. 12 chests and 2 spirit thieves. Oh, excuse me. I was actually getting ready to say, like, is this gonna be one of those spirit thieves? But it wasn't.
Professor Anaxa! Over here!
I'll chat with you in a moment. Oh, what are these? Damn. Boom, there we go. Like, what am I supposed to do with those gold remains, I wonder?
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the Fates.
You could say it's the Fates toying with us.
It's only the Crimnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, are you here to report the incident to the Council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Akuma would be next in line, even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the Council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the Calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems. Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
As Kephales's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being. Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago, who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoothly.
Can we after all this time so we'll probably get to rerun 3.3? What do you mean it's Cipher? Oh my goodness me.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kefali's followers.
Are you praising or insulting?
I don't know, suspect. But I know plenty of old people who like to, you know, who like to just pass along, idle threats.
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the god of deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
I've had enough.
But yeah, honestly,
could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Honestly, that the way that old man's acting comes off to me as the old people you see in real life who like to act tough, but then as soon as the tables turn on them, they act like they were the victim, like they weren't actively antagonizing someone.
Could it be that the great
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawncloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory, so why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old? 2 years old? Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent 7 Sages must hug his Dromastal to sleep? How interesting.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Thelesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Anaxa, you...
I did it, teacher!
But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Oh. Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thelesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Ooh, would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours. However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into. Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
You know, there's I download ZZ on my phone today. Which character are you trying to go for in ZZZ?
Oh, child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence. I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world.
Waiting for Vivian and Hugo.
If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I see what you did there.
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against them.
Isn't that the dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromus as well? You must really like those creatures.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Oh, puzzle. Oh, it's one of these again. Crap. Not what I wanted to happen. Oh, I actually want him to press that button. No, crap. Ah, crap. I hate this. Hang on, I think I got the right idea. No! No. No! 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 Fucking... No! Oh, come on. No! Nope. No, why did I do that? No! Come on. No! I hate this. Okay, here we go. Jesus. You know, brute forcing puzzles can only get you so far, you know?
Make sure you keep it safe.
Welcome to the Demigod Council.
Lord Anaxagoras, oh, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity. Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaia endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
That smug look on his face.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for
Oops.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have, as expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the Erechrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Let's begin then.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
If Aglaya required a suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, it's quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysos heir who could break free of her control at any time. Since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy, there's no way that I would willingly walk on the path that
I'm
she
starting to not
extols.
like him.
Given how rigorously she enforces her principles, how would she ever accept a heretic such as me?
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the Grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the Grove. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant amount of time. Of course, this also means that I will hold a crucial vote at the Citizens' Assembly.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see, then.
Ah, I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after, hmm?
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answers soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
An expected visitor. Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan.
Yeah, something seems fishy about this whole thing.
Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
It's one of these things where he's slower than my running speed, but faster than my walking speed. That's what I hated about escort quests in Warcraft, and well, escort games in any game for that matter. Oh, come on! I was about to open this chest.
Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
I hope things go as you say, then.
Oh, excuse me.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world which is on the brink of destruction.
Am I allowed to open the chest now?
Make sure you keep it safe.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawncloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphoreus gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Wait. Who is that? Circe's? Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Okay, everybody, I would like to continue, but I have no idea how long this segment is going to go for. And it is getting close to time for me to end, so I think we're going to call it right here. But everybody, I may have said on the schedule that tomorrow will be Monster Hunter Open Lobby. But either way, I'll be streaming tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST. I'm debating whether I should continue Star Rail since I didn't get to play it on Monday, or play Monster Hunter Open Lobby like I was originally planning. I will let you all know for sure when the... Let me snooze the ad. I'll let you all know for sure when the time gets closer. But everybody, thank you all so much for joining me today, and let's see who we can raid today. And also, everybody on the YouTube side, if you liked what you saw today, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and to help us get into that YouTube algorithm. And I am planning to upload shorts and videos sometime in the near future. And I will see you all next time. Everybody on the Twitch side, please stick around for the raid. You do get Twitch and 50 bonus channel points if you do stick around for the raid. And obviously, if you like the streamer, drop them a follow, show them some love. Oh, this person seems like they have a really cool avatar. And also, they're only in 3.0, so no need to worry about 3.2 spoilers. So everybody, please stick around for the raid, and we're gonna raid over to Gloomies. But everybody, please copy paste the raid messages. Copy paste the first raid message if you are subbed, and the second one if you are not. Again, everybody, I am for sure going to be streaming tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST. Again, as to what I'll be streaming, it'll either be Star Rail or Monster Hunter. I will let y'all know for sure. But as always, everybody, please go show our new friend the same love you showed me, and I will see all of you next time. Good night, everybody. Love you all.